Thanks for tuning in to the TDM podcast presented by TreeDogMedia.com. TreeDogMedia.com is sponsored by the Canine Transporter. If you're looking to have a dog, puppy, or hound of any type hauled, give Nicole Merkel a call at 912-656-9790. She's USDA licensed, climate control vans, and the best hound transporter in the nation. Otter Creek Embroidery. They are the exclusive hat maker of TreeDogMedia.com hats. Give them a call or look them up on Facebook for all your embroidery needs. Cajun Outdoors Cajun Lights. The Cajun Blinder. The most brightest light on the market and a quality hunting light built right here in the United States of America. Little T Coon Squallers. The Triple Threat, the Original, and the Pro Series are three of the top line and best coon squallers on the market today. And last but not least, our new exclusive sponsor and partner, Dan's Hunting Gear. Thank you, Dan's Hunting Gear, for coming on board for Tree Dog Media. And if you need any hunting gear, visit TreeDogMedia.com, TDM Supplies, for all your Dan's hunting supply needs. All right, everybody, we're sitting down right now with Zach Ryan. He's an English coonhound hunter that Mr. Alan Short recommended we interview. And so we're going to sit down with him and talk a little bit. Ryan, Zach, we want to just thank you for taking the time to do this. We know your time's valuable, so thank you for coming on and sitting down with us today.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. I appreciate it.
A lot of people, or a few people out there, they may not know you. I just want you to tell the people about yourself, your hounds you hunt, and things like that. So,
my name's Zach Rhines. I'm from Coldwater, Mississippi. Hunt English dogs, and I hunt Mr. Alan Short's line of dogs, which is the JR line. Starting to try to start me something of my own, get my own kennel name. My kennel name's going to be Ginger Hill Kennels. I got 5 dogs here at the house that all pretty much go back to Mr. Allen's stuff. I got the match dog, which is JR and Sugar. Phenomenal. I love the dog. Getting a little age on him. I got Ryan's Running Lake Kate, which is out of Bobby and Moon. She's a real nice dog. I ain't really competition hunter too much. And then I got Tojo, which is out of my female Kate and JR. He's a little over a year old. He's a little mate to the kid dog. They're turning out quite nice. And then I just got a pup from Mr. Allen that's off of Blitz and Dixie. They're still little, but I'm telling you right now, the pup's got sense, and he is wired 440.
Yes. I went hunting with Blitz when I was in Georgia, and that dog will get through there and get treed. That's for sure.
Yes, sir. I hunted with Blitz when he was here in Mississippi a couple times, and that joker's got some wheels on him, and he will slap tree coon.
Yes, sir. I liked how he operated. He didn't really, for how he left, it surprised me because he wasn't like pulling on Alan or anything or trying to knock him down. We were just walking, and then we were walking through the woods, and Alan just casually reached down and snapped him, and that dog left kicking dust in her face. So.
Yes, sir, he definitely does. He will definitely leave out of there kicking rocks, no doubt about it.
About what age were you when you started hunting, and what's one of your first memories of being as a hunter?
I started when I was probably about 12 years old. My dad or nobody really can hunt. My uncle did a little bit. He took me a couple times with him, and I got into it and started hunting. Well, then he had a horse riding accident and broke his neck and got out of coon hunting because couldn't do it anymore. I kind of went from there, went and bought me a little Walker puppy and started it. And I didn't know much about it. I just had a coon dog. He was treeing coons. He lobbed a tree opossum one night. He lobbed a tree 5 coons next. I didn't know what I had. And the more I got to hunting and stuff, I just kind of started venturing out, and reading and talking to people and everything. And ended up getting an English female pup from John Howard here in Byhalia. And started her. She went back to Big River Dan and Triple X. Had a little Briar Creek in her. Started her, and she started at an early age, and I just started venturing out into the competition world a little bit, and that's kind of how I met Mr. Allen. And then I run into Mr. Randy Curtis, which me and Mr. Randy Curtis own the match dog together. He's a walker dog guy. I run into him down at the Winter Classic. He was telling me about match, how I needed to check him out. Probably be something I'd like. Man, I called and stayed in touch with him about the dog, and finally, he's a farmer and stays busy. Finally, we had time to link up and go, and I went with him. I told him I love the dog. He's like, well, take him and hunt him for a while. I hunted him. I told him I liked him or whatever, and he said, well, if you're interested in him, we'll partner in him, and you can keep hunting him. So I kept hunting him, and I branded him out and everything. He's been one of the nicest dogs I've walked behind. Personally, he's just as honest as they come. When you unsnap him, he's got the same thing on his mind every night, and that's going in there and getting treed, no matter if it's 150 yards in there, if it's 2 miles in there, he's going to do what it takes to get in there and get treed with the cane.
Yes, sir. Have you always hunted English dogs from the beginning, or did you start out hunting something else?
I started hunting walkers, and then when I got my little English dog, I kind of liked her, and I was like, well, I'll get another English dog, and I tried him, and I liked him too. He just didn't meet my standards in some points. So I ended up, letting a little buddy of mine have him, and that's when I got the match dog from Mr. Randy, and it just kind of set it off from there. He was a nice dog. I had never walked behind a dog that nice, and that was like, well, I'm gonna start hunting English dogs, And I tried a couple different bloodline dogs, and I just didn't really. They either give too much mouth or didn't meet my quotas in spots, So I was like, no, I'm gonna stick to the JR line. I got Kate and started her as a pup, and she started easy, treating tunes accurate, and it just went from there. And I just stuck to the English dogs.
Is there anything that sticks out about English dogs versus Walker dogs that you like, or that maybe made you stick with them?
Well, my opinion, me personally, I haven't run into the trash issues and everything else, but that may be with the speed. Some of them Walker dogs, they blow through there and they hunt fast. I like them to hunt fast, but I don't like them to hunt too fast. I've just had better luck with the English dogs that I've personally had than I have Walkers, so I just kind of stuck to it. Everybody has their opinion and their preferences,
Yes, sir. I 100% agree. Was there anything that got you on this bloodline? Was it a conversation with Alan? Was it seeing a dog operate, or why?
Man, it's just seeing the dogs operated. I've seen Match how he operated. I've seen Doc. I hunted Doc a little while. The dog Johnny Avilas owned. That ended up getting in an accident and passing away. But then I seen the Bobby dog. He's really nice. He operates good handle on him. All these dogs got sense, and it just kind of made me want to stick to that line. I tell folks all the time the match dog's got more sense than most kids. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He just listens and operates so good. I've seen a few of them. I've seen Blitz. I've seen a bunch of them out of that line. They're just great. You know what I mean? They just got what you want, and I've just stuck to it.
Yes, sir. So did you hunt the dogs before you got connected with Alan, or did that come first, or which came first?
I got the match dog and hunted him for a little while before I got connected with Mr. Allen. I kind of connected with Mr. Allen over Facebook and everything because he figured out I had the dog and everything. We got talking there, and then I met him down at the Winter Classic personally, and we hit it off. And we stay in touch and everything. And if I got any questions, I call him, and he's helped me out more than I can thank him,
Yes, sir.
There's been plenty of times that I've been almost stuck, and I can call Mr. Allen and say, what you think I should do, he'll throw me a few pointers, and next thing you know, we back in business. We're working again. So
Yes, sir.
he's definitely somebody good to reach out to if you need to know something, because he's a heck of a dog man.
Yes, sir. For those that don't know him or just know of him, what is your, you kind of touch on a little bit, but maybe expand on it. What is your experience with dealing with Mr. Allen, and what's that process like? And for those that don't know, because people hear stuff and they take it and run with it, but
Well, Mr. Allen, as honest as they come, he knows what he's talking about, and if he has the slightest idea about something, he's gonna be honest with you. A lot of people in today's time don't like that. He's gonna be straightforward. He's gonna tell you the truth about something. He's gonna tell you exactly how it lays out, and that's what I like most about him. I haven't had any issues dealing with Mr. Allen. It all goes smooth. Everything I've got from Mr. Allen's been exactly what he says it is.
Yes, sir. You talked about your competition hunt a little bit. What is your personal, you can, if you want to talk about a dog in particular, that's fine, but what does your resume look like in the competition coonhound space?
Well, I'm just really getting into it. I ain't competition hunted a lot. I've done a bunch of local hunts. I've hunted in the Winter Classic, hunted in the slam hunts down there. Been to English Days in Oblong, Illinois. So I had it up there, I think, in 2018. I've entered a few PKC hunts around here. Match pretty much set it off for me. I mean, he's definitely won more casts out there than he's lost. He may not have won the whole hunt, but he's definitely done his job in his cast. Me and him went to zones in Missouri, and almost made it to the top 100. Got to hunt in the world hunt. Friday and Saturday night, we had the cast pretty much won to the last little bit. And he's a tight mouth dog, low end strike dog, and if you got one out there that's quick on strike and he's getting in there and he's getting chance and he's being by himself, it's hard. You definitely got to work to compete, and we were. And it just come down to the last little bit, and it was who was going to get treed first, and he just got in there and got treed. We headed into him, time run out, and right after time run out, Matt said in that tree, he had him another. I mean, he could have competed, kept going, but it's just one of them deals. We just got the bad end of the stick that night.
Yes, sir. What is you've talked a lot about Match. What is something you that stands out that you like the most about that dog and how he operates?
His drive, he's independent. He's tight on the ground. He'll get in there, get deep. He ain't letting everybody in the woods know exactly where he's at and what he's doing. Because, in today's time, we got a lot of dogs. If a dog barks, it's right up under his feet the rest of the night. So I like that the most about him. He's tight. He gets in there, gets deep by himself. Don't pay anything else attention. And I mean, he's good about having this coon. I mean, he's just, like I told you before, he's everything you could ask for, really.
Yes, sir. How old is Match?
He's 8. He's a litter mate brother to the Bobby dog.
Okay.
And Dixie.
Are you breeding him any, or that's not?
No, sir. He actually had an accident, and I ended up having to have him fixed, so I can't actually breed him anymore. It's one reason I've been working on so many other young dogs, just trying to get something in there, that I want to push like him to kind of replace him.
Okay. Circling back to something you opened up with, ginger hair kennels. You said you're working on something with that. Is there any?
Yes.
Where did that name come from, and how'd that come about?
It's the road we live off down here is Ginger Hill, and
There you go.
I'm actually red-haired and freckles, so everybody calls me a ginger. So I was like, hey, I'll do Ginger Hill kennels.
It all just worked out right there.
It all just kind of fit, and I was like, it is what it is. That's what we're gonna name it.
So explain to me, what are you trying to work for? What kind of, Go ahead.
Just get me my own set of dogs and just kind of start breeding inside the house and just try to take it from there, you know.
Yes, sir. Do you have any
And
certain
just
goals in mind with that?
get some dogs in some folks' hands that's going to treat some coons and hopefully help the English breed like Mr. Allen and everybody else has done. That's my goal.
Yes, sir. I understand that. That's everybody
I
wants to.
mean, if we don't work together, you know, it won't never be anything.
You're exactly right. Exactly right. What is what is if you had to give anyone a word of advice that's maybe trying to do what you're doing in the shoes, that you are trying to build something, what is something you could say to them that they may be listening that they may need to hear?
It's a lot of work, and no matter how bad you want to give up, don't give up because there ain't no way to succeed if you let go and give up. You just got to keep on thriving. If something ain't working, reach out, contact somebody, try to get some advice. Don't just throw a stick in the fire.
Yes, sir.
There's a lot of people out here that'll help you, you know, give you pointers and whatever you need to know, or do whatever they can to help you. You just gotta reach out. You know, a closed mouth don't get fed. Is what I was always told.
That's right. Yes, sir. Um, um, is there anybody else you want to, thank or shout out?
Miss Nicole Myrtle for always coming in clutch on hauling the dogs when we need them hauled, having them as healthy as they can be when they get there. Johnny Vilas, he's helped me a lot. I'd like to shout him out. Like I said, Mr. Allen, uh, even Mr. Doug Ness has helped me some. See here. Chuck Henson's helped me a little bit. Mr. Jim Reed, Mr. Chris. I've hunted with Mr. Chris Girth a couple times. He's a real nice fella.
He's with the Briar Creek Dogs, correct?
Yeah, so they've definitely helped the English breeder a lot. They're definitely a big part in it. They definitely deserve a thanking and a shout out on that for sure.
Yes, sir. Or you got any hunts lined up this year you're looking forward to, or anything in the future?
I'm actually getting ready to have a newborn baby.
Oh,
He'll be here in no time, really. Ain't much longer. I'll
congratulations on that.
probably go enter in a couple small local hunts here, you know, around the house right now. After we get him here and everything at home, then I'll probably start trying to hit the road and do something.
I get that. That makes complete sense. So that means English.
Gotta get him home and stable before I run out of there too far, you know.
Oh, I get that 100%. I got 2 kids myself. I got 2 boys. One's 3.5. One's 18 months. So
Yes.
it's a lot. It's hard to get far from home with having little ones. So.
Yes, definitely when they ain't quite here yet. And they can come whenever, you know.
So I guess that puts English days out of the year, out of the books for this year. So.
For this year, yes, it does. I was planning on it, but it don't look like it's gonna work out that well. I may be able to make it. It's been in the discussion, so we'll see.
Good Lord willing, huh?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else you want to say before we wrap this up, or anything like that?
No, I don't reckon so. I mean, we pretty much talked about it, I reckon.
Yes, sir.
If anybody's out there, you know, looking for something that's independent, likes to be alone, and they're going to be a nice dog, they definitely should reach out to Mr. Allen, and he can probably put something in their hands, you know.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. I really look up to Mr. Allen and respect him a lot. So, I want to thank you for coming up, for doing this with us. Hope it wasn't too nerve wracking. I know some people they don't like this kind of stuff, but I really appreciate it. Appreciate your time, sir. So.
Yes, sir. You're welcome. I appreciate y'all reaching out to me.
Yes, sir.
We thank you for listening to the TDM podcast. We hope you enjoyed our interview. Before we go, we want to highlight a few more things to leave you with, and that is our kennel partners. Kennel partners include Snow Tracker Kennels with Mel Strife, Saline River Tree Dogs with Trey Gennard. If you need a squirrel or coon dog trained, tuned up, or boarded, give Trey a call. And Horseshoe Kennels, owned by Spencer Brown. Our stud dog partners include Blue Boy Curly, English dog, owned by Andrew Ratcliffe, and Finley River Death Row Joe 3, tree and walker dog, owned by Jeff Lackley. Give them all a look up on our Facebook and our website for more information, and if you're interested in breeding to them, give them a call and tell them we sent you. Thank you for listening. Until next time, happy hunting and God bless.